Yo, what's poppin', party people of the internet? Welcome. Today we are shooting at Gorza Design Studios. Come on in.
Nothing of you will be left but salvage.
So this photo shoot actually happened like almost a month ago now. First off, I want to say thank you to the Gorza Design Studio guys, David and Mark. I just appreciate you guys giving me your time and this amazing tattoo. And then I want to thank Chris for helping me with shooting behind the scenes. I also want to shout out to my models, Ashley and Jacob, Parker, who was there assisting me with lighting and all that stuff. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to go over some of the things that I did during this photo shoot, go over some of my favorite photos, and just share with you guys the behind the scenes. So the main thing I had in mind was this concept that is really shown in these photos, and it's using the flash sheets that the guys at Gorza make and just covering a part of one of the models' bodies just to show like they're about to get completely tattooed. So the first concept I had in mind was this top-down angle. This was the first thing I drew out. I'll show you the really shitty drawing for my concept. Yeah, but it turned out like this, so I'm actually really stoked on it. I ended up having to hop up on the counter at the tattoo studio. I took a couple different shots. I took one with the RB67 and one with the Nikon and one with my digital Sony. Here's all three so you can see the difference. I really like how the RB rendered just the separation, and there's so much detail there.
But there's a lot more satisfaction in doing good work.
Cool.
That
That is one. We're gonna take it on a couple other.
But with the Sony, I was able to like really find the framing and take those multiple shots to get it right. This is something that I did for most of the shots. I don't really have a proper light meter. So what I end up doing is taking my digital camera, setting it to a very specific setting where I like the lighting, getting the framing perfect with the digital camera, taking a ton of pictures, then I'll switch to my film cameras and take like a single image or maybe just 2 images. That way I can conserve film because film is so insanely expensive right now. I actually only used 1 roll of Ilford on my 35mm camera. I think I only shot black and white on the film. That's kind of out of necessity rather than a style choice, but you know, I'll say it's both. And so shooting with the digital camera really made it a lot easier. The other concept I had was just using this really cool flash wall that they have with just a ton of their artwork on it. This came out amazing as well. I actually really liked this shot. I think it might be, in my mind, a stronger image than the top down. This shot I got was one of those happy accidents. It's after they had applied all of the stencils onto Jacob's back, and I took it with my rb67. Then when I received the image scan, it was upside down. That's just how it was scanned. And I was like, oh, I like this upside down. Let me see how it looks right side up. I didn't like it. So I was like, well, I'll just leave it upside down. And then I put a circle on it. You know, that's the creative process. I want to talk a little bit about the video I took. I not only used the Zcam E2S6, but I also used the Blackmagic. Chris was shooting with that, so I used a lot of his footage. And then I also used a Nikon Coolpix 4-megapixel digital camera, and that's a lot of the shots that are really grainy and look really shitty. But I think they add a lot of texture, and I really like how they look in a cohesive edit. Obviously not as an A camera, but I think it came out pretty good. Another one of the images I really enjoyed was the shot that's on the screen back there. It was the picture where Ashley's arm is just full of all the stencils and he's tattooing a butterfly on the bottom. And they actually had a ton of butterfly flash art that they printed out. So the entire arm is just different, like cool butterfly flash sheets. That one was sick. I love how detailed and close up you get on the tattooing and you keep that beautiful separation with the medium format. I think it looks amazing. I got more shots with my Sony a6500 that I actually really enjoyed than I thought I would. Here are a few of my favorites from the Sony. I still really hate the color that comes out of it, so I end up over editing it. And these photos that I really enjoyed while I was editing, I already don't like how the color looks. I think now I might tone it down quite a bit, go a little bit more naturalistic. But the stuff that comes out of the camera, I think looks horrendous. So I kind of have to do something with it. This one in particular was toward the end of the day, and Jacob was actually just getting a tattoo from Mark. But I asked him if I could set up the light with a hard light from a little bit behind him. And I also asked if it was okay if I continued to use the fog machine, which is something else we did during the shoot that really added a lot of atmosphere and a lot of visual interest in a lot of these photos. But it looks really good specifically in this wider shot of Jacob getting tattooed. And then I had Jacob lean up even though he was dying. And it helped the image a lot as well. So he didn't just look like this laying back. That was amazing. A couple more of my favorite shots were with this light table that David was using with the fog that we had from the fog machine in the air. It gave it that beautiful natural bloom that looks so good in Ilford 400. I love literally like this little shot right here, this little angle where you can see how the bloom is coming out from the light table. Oh my God, that's everything. I love that. It is always an amazing time when I'm able to sit down with professionals that work in a trade like tattooing that's really visually interesting, and they let me just go ham with lighting and fog machines and models and stuff like that. So I want to say thank you again so much to Mark and David at Gorza for letting me do this. It is something I'm very interested in doing. So if you're like a tattoo artist and you want to trade, hit me up. We'll do some photos. So yeah, that's about it for what I wanted to show you guys from this photo shoot. I had an amazing time and I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, bye forever.
To go to the beach.
I thought we determined the beach is like lame.
No.
It's hot and there's sand. It's lame.
Trash.
Trash.
Every time I go to the beach, it's freezing.
What?
Exactly. It's strange.
Go choose a different time.
I'm going in the middle of August, and it's like one day it rained or something, and it's just strange.